I've never been like this, no, never been like this before, never been like this.
This song nearly didn't make it. We always knew that it had potential, but somehow it took so long to finish. It was the last song to be written on the album, and I wrote it because I felt that the album wasn't quite complete. It needed something that was a little bit more upbeat and something that would just be able to capture people's attention straight away. I always felt it could be potentially a really strong song, but we hit quite a lot of hurdles during the recording process of it. It definitely was a song that needed the most edits throughout the recording season. I remember when I first wrote it, my heart was that it was like a colourful, freedom kind of song, talking about freedom and relationship with God and all the colours that come with that, and how our eyes are kind of open to this whole new spiritual world that is way beyond what we could imagine with our natural eyes. I remember our first recording session in the studio up in Glasgow, and we were recording drums and bass, and we were pretty happy because we'd finished ahead of schedule and we had a little bit of time to spare. Then Ian, the producer, whispered in my ear, "Do you think this is in the right key?" We'd recorded the bass parts and it felt like it was in the right key. But as soon as he said that, I knew he was right. So we had to shift it up a couple of tones because it just felt like it needed a little bit more energy and the vocal would really be pushed to give it that. So we set up all the cables again, plugged everything in, the amp and everything, and managed to record in 1 hour all the bass parts for this song again in the right key. Henry did an incredible job just managing to nail it before we had to catch our taxi to the airport. Then we got really stuck. Eventually the song title changed, I rewrote the whole chorus, the lyrics changed, the melody changed, and with 1 day left to finish the thing, we hacked a song to bits with loads of guitar and synth and programming edits so that we could really make it what we always felt it would be. It went from being a little bit too happy to having a darker edge to it, as well as the intensity of the middle 8 section. That was the day that the intro was born, one of my favourite intros that I've ever done for any song that I've written. It's amazing when you've got a deadline how much that pressure can make or break a situation. The middle 8 was always going to be so much fun. I really wanted the contrast of indie pop and then rock in the middle section. I've always enjoyed listening to heavier bands, but my music doesn't really go in that direction, and so I just felt like this was the track to do it in. So we threw all the guitars into the bass cab and really let the song go wild. It was a huge amount of fun recording that section. And I remember just saying to Ian, no, it's not heavy enough yet, it's not heavy enough, it needs to be heavier. So we went as heavy as we could without destroying the song completely. So I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, listen out for those sections. So there's a little bit of background for the song, You Know I Know.
No, never been like this before, never